Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another tutorial. Today I thought I should share with you 7 keyboard shortcuts that I think every builder should use because honestly they are lifesavers. So let's load up a lot. Okay, we're loaded, so let's start with the first one. Every surface, either it's a counter or it is a table or it is a shelf, they all have slots and you can basically place the items in these slots. But an easier way to place the items in the slot you want is basically by pressing on your keyboard the M key, and it will automatically move the object to the next slot in the surface. The next one is mostly useful while landscaping or if you want to place multiple copies of an item. So while holding Shift, and when you select an item, no matter what item it is, you basically create multiple copies of that item as long as you keep the Shift key pressed. This sadly doesn't work for items in the debug menu that we don't get to see, usually. For example, this, even though I have the Shift key pressed, I have to manually select the item. Okay, so the next one is pretty well known because it was in previous games too, but I thought, you know what, let's just showcase it. It won't take long. So while you are doing flooring, you can basically copy the floor and place it as one tile, but if you want, you can, by pressing Ctrl and F at the same time, enable quarter placement. And you can do all crazy designs with that, and by pressing Ctrl and F again, it toggles it off. Okay, so the next one is really useful for indecisive people like me, and you can use it while decorating in any item on the buy menu. So if you want to choose a swatch, usually you go here and you basically go through them and choose the one you want. But you can place the item and you can cycle through all the colors from your num keyboard with the plus sign, or if you want to go to a previous color, you can use the minus sign. This also works while eyedropping an item. As you can see, okay, we can basically cycle through the colors, or if you clone it with Save to create a duplicate item, you can basically cycle through the colors again. Okay, also the next one comes really handy while decorating, and I'm surprised how few people know about that. So I will showcase it with a table because I feel like it is the easiest for you to see how it works. So with move objects always on, even though it doesn't really matter, you can place items basically on the half of its tile, basically on the lines that you see here and here. But when you press the F5 on your keyboard, you can now see that you enable quarter placement and you have basically more control over the tiles and you have more placement. This also works with walls. Let's maybe show it with that will work. Let me remove that. With the quarter placement off, you can place it here and there, but with the quarter placement on, you have an extra spot between those two, and this is really handy again. Of course, you can go like Control 9 and Control 0 to go up and down, but this comes really handy and it is so much quicker than doing that. So we have 2 more left, and the next one is very useful while roofing, but this house has terrible roofing, so let's just place a roof here. As you can see, we have 2 dots here and basically on both sides, and you can change the size, the shape of the roof. On both sides, it basically does the same thing. But while you hold Shift and pressing C, it enables a second dot and you have more manual control and you can do more new roofings. This is very newly added. It came with cats and dogs, so I think it's really cool to do fun roofing with it. So we reached the final one, and to use the final one you must be on live mode and not on build mode, because as you can see here, I don't have access on my inventory. So let's go back on live mode. Okay, so now we are on live mode, and as you can see I have access on my household inventory, and this keyboard shortcut is especially useful while your family is moving or if you want to store something for later. So the hard way basically to do that is grabbing the object and placing it on your inventory. That can take forever if you want to store all of these things, but you can select the item and simply press backspace, and bada boom bada bam, it's on your inventory. And you can do that with any item basically that can be saved there. For example, you can't do that with windows because it will sell the window even though it doesn't seem to be sold. You know, it is sold, trust me on that. So anyways, those were, I think, the most important keyboard shortcuts that I use on my builds, and I think everyone should know. I hope you find this video informational. If you did, please let me know. And anyways, I hope that you'll have an amazing day and take care. Well, bye!